Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering how you can add a second part to your fanfare that you've written. So here I've done an example of a one-note fanfare where I've written it on the pitch E. This pitch is obviously the bottom line of the treble clef. To simply add a second part above that, what you're going to do is you're going to harmonize, and harmonizing is where you add two or more notes to an existing melody. You're going to harmonize this particular pitch, if it's on a line, by using the lines above it. So I can add a note on this pitch, or this pitch, or this pitch. What I'd like you to be able to do is you select the note you wish to harmonize. So here's the line, and then simply just use your arrow key and go up to the next line. And it adds a second line above it. So I can now hit the escape key to make sure I'm not going to select anything else. I can select that note now by clicking on it, and then simply use the mouse to point and click on the note on the line above. Do the same process to any number of your parts. If you wish, you can harmonize to a different line above by doing that. And now you have a part that is 2 Gs, and then we have a second part that has a little bit more movement in it. So the second part might not necessarily be a one-note fanfare on its own. You might start to harmonize it above and below. Here is an example of starting to move the harmony around. I can also then leave it as, I can decide if I don't want to harmonize the note, I can leave it. I'll leave these two bars, and then what I'll do is I'll leave that note, and then I'll harmonize this one, and then harmonize these two. And I can have a fanfare that uses two notes, and then uses two notes with changing pitches, and then one note, and then I can thicken the texture by going one part, two parts, three parts. The same thing applies if, for instance, if you chose the note F. You can harmonize it by clicking on the note and then harmonizing it using the spaces above it. So if your note is in a space, you harmonize it using the space above. If it's on a line, you harmonize it using the lines above. So go ahead and add in a second and third part above your existing one-note fanfare.